Have you ever been asked a question you didn't expect? What if it's during a really important moment? There's a lot of pressure for you to get this right. For example, you're live on TV. My last programme went out to 200 million people. Or you're on stage in front of a huge audience on a panel discussion, a podcast. I've seen this happen thousands of times. People who are extremely clever, brilliant, they know the information, but they can't process it in a way that makes the connection between their brain and their mouth work for them. Now, I'm going to show you a clip from somebody who is a fantastic speaker. He is so articulate. He doesn't mess up. It's more a case of, let's see how his brain is processing, because this is exactly what happens every single time I've interviewed or trained people. First, the question. It's the kind of thing that you can expect to be asked if you want to be known for your expertise, or I think should be asked. Here's the question.
Articulate 3 sentences your new 5-year plan.
Articulate in 3 sentences, ... It's really important that you have a succinct, credible answer that amplifies your authority, that makes your authority land, so that there's no question that you are the credible expert that you are. Let's have a listen to Jordan's answer. And he, by the way, is a fantastic speaker.
Okay, good question. It's the articulation in 3 sentences bit that I'm struggling with there. So I would say number 1, to become known globally and synonymous with the word sales. Okay, so that would be number 1, to be globally synonymous with the word sales.
So you can see his brain is processing what he wants to say. He takes a moment, he says the question back, it buys him some time, and you can see literally the wheels churning as he says the first sentence, and he then realizes that, yes, actually that is true. This is what I want for myself.
Number 2 would be to grow myself to a position where I have got the genuine credibility and influence to make a difference in the UK and at a global level as well, with real things that matter, like family things, country things, real things. And then I'd say the third thing would be, or the third sentence.
So again, you can see that he's literally processing his thoughts as he's speaking. And you can tell because he's repeating things, he's slowing down, he's creating a thought and going, yeah, that is true. And he's then cementing it.
Would just be to remind everyone and to continue to inspire people into having families and to just living outside of themselves. So those would be my 3 things. It would be ultimately to grow into being.
So his brain has processed all the information. He has verbalized it, said it out loud, bought into it, believes what he's saying and realizes, yeah, that's right, that is the priority. These are the things that I really believe in. And now he's going to give that summing up.
Known worldwide for sales. Sales is the thing.
And you can see his brain has done its job, and he now is able to very succinctly and in a short sentence say what he said previously in a more sort of, I don't want to use rambling because he's not really rambling, but he's rambling compared to what he's doing right now.
That will have unlocked my life, but then to use whatever position, I mean, for me, it's everything I do is a mission. The reason I'm named Jordan Nile, from the River Jordan to the River Nile, I've had it bred into me that my goal in life is to one day earn enough money to regenerate and redevelop the whole area from the River Jordan to the River Nile. So I would also add an element of that.
I want to pause here because a lot of the time people don't know how to bring elements of themselves into what's being discussed. So, for example, Jordan, he wants to be known for sales. He wants to be known globally for his expertise and what he can do and what he can teach people. But now you can see what he's doing is he's bringing in an element of who he is, what he believes in, what he's all about. And I say this because a lot of the time people struggle with this idea of, my professional self and my personal self. Well, the work that I do drills down to a sense of self, who you are, what you're about, literally your identity. And when you bring that into what you are sharing in a very seamless way that makes sense, it really cements how you are different. And, well, the most important thing really is that it pushes away the wrong fit for you and attracts the right type of person or opportunity to you. So let's So have a listen to the rest of what Jordan says.
One of the things I'm so locked in for is because I know, look at what's going on in Palestine, look at what's going on in my homeland. By the time I'm 35, genuinely, I'm aiming at becoming a billionaire. Like, I need that. I need that wealth. I need that resource. It's not for me. I don't care about it. I would drive a Nissan Micra every single day, but I'd still aim at being that billionaire because I need that. I need to be able to influence and change the world in that respect. So for me, I would say, the 5-year plan, let's start again, re-articulated, known worldwide.
And this is the thing. When I used to interview people for my TV program, for example, we used to fly in and set up, do the interview. I'll be honest and say a lot of the time was like pulling teeth because the people that I was interested in interviewing, they hadn't ever really had to articulate in a succinct, short, precise way what it is that they want to get across. And so what they would do is they would go off on tangents and speak about all sorts of things. And I'd be sitting there going, oh my goodness, what's the 30 seconds? What's the answers that I can use for our weekly program? Say a 3-minute segment on the program would be made up from hours of interview because I'd be trying to extract something really interesting and you could see their brain working. Ramble, ramble, ramble. Oh my goodness, actually, this is what I want to talk about. Oh, actually, this is what makes us different. Oh, this is the big deal, the point that I want to make. Unfortunately, a lot of the time, they wouldn't be able, like Jordan is able to, realize this in the moment. They would realize this when we had packed up. We packed up, standing there having chit-chat, and they would come out with the most fantastic lines and sentences. And I would say, why didn't you say that during the interview? And they would say something like, you didn't ask me that question. It's not about the question. It's about the fact that they had processed information. Their brain had started going, wait a minute, that's actually not really important. Wait a minute, this is how I can put this together. And they were sharing it, but it was too late because I had a plane to catch. We had to leg it to the airport and leave for the next story, country, person to interview. Jordan does a much better job than these people who are on my program because he goes through all of this and then realizes, this is the point. So let's have a listen to his last take.
Genuinely making a difference for things that aren't just in the world of sales and directly impacting me. And also for me to have started making...
So it was him being known globally for sales, having an impact beyond the world of sales, and then a bit of his story and his background. Don't wait until you're under the spotlight. Don't be that rabbit in the headlights. Figure out what you want to say ahead of time. And it's not about you knowing every single question you're going to be asked. It's more a case of knowing what you stand for, what you're about, what the big idea is that you want to get across. When you define these things, the question becomes irrelevant. You know exactly what to go to in your brain. If you want a step-by-step guide to get your thinking trusted, sought out and acted on, then click on the link below the video. It's where we can work together to make this happen. As long as you don't commit one of these 6 habits that will destroy your authority, even if you are the most qualified person in the room. What are they? Click on this video to find out and to know how to stop doing them. I bet you're doing at least one of them all the time.